Alright, let's try this again. Omega, where are you at again? You're about to go to sleep. You must be on the other side of the world if it's that time for you. That's right. Well, hey man, I appreciate you jumping in for the time being. I'm not gonna be here super long. I just wanted to jump on and say hey to everybody, ask how everybody's Christmas was, see what your guys' plans were for New Year's. Bear, what's up, my guy? How are you, bro? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm glad your Christmas was good, bro. Thanks again for jumping in the stream, man. I always appreciate it. Fantasy camp and do some of his songs. Yeah, I say this in every stream for anybody who's new here. Any like tutorial requests you want me to make a video on, DM me on Instagram. It's just at billyshultzmusic. No C. I'm starting to see that a lot of searches for my name on YouTube are coming up with a C, which I know my last name is typically spelled with a C. It's not. It's just SHULTZ. Any like song requests, or really just if you want to get in contact with me, chat with me like personally, Instagram is the easiest way to do that. You can leave them on in a comment on the videos. I look at all the comments on the videos, but if you have like a specific song request, shoot it to me on Instagram in a direct message, and I have a full list in my phone of all the songs that get requested. And again, yeah, I try and do at least one every single day, and honestly, it's to the point where I have so many requests that I could do probably 2 or 3 a day and still be able to do that indefinitely. Yeah, I filmed the tutorial for Sunflower Feeling yesterday. I have a couple more in front of that I'm editing, but I'll probably push that one up towards the front because I know people have been wanting to play that for a while. But I've written out the tab for it. I filmed the video yesterday, and I just need to edit it down. Excuse me, and get it up on YouTube. But the chords are just F major 7. So instead of like barring, you're playing the F with the high E string open. So it's almost like a C, except put your pinky on the 3rd fret of the D string and then your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and then you got to use your thumb on the 1st fret of the low E string, and then you got to curl your hand to where you're not hitting that high E string. A lot of people start out just by doing even just the D, G, B, and E string, and just don't play the E and the A. That can work, but to get the full sound, you go there, and then it's a G chord with your index finger still on the 1st fret on the B string. And then this is like a C major 7. And then it's an A A minor, but with your pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the high E string. But trust me, it's really hard. I still don't have it all the way down. I'm just like, I have it close, but it's really hard to play it. Christmas was good, Antonio. I'm about to make a move. We get the keys to our new apartment on New Year's Eve, actually. So I'm going to be moving into a new place. So these live streams will be coming from a different room. I'm moving into an apartment that has a spare bedroom. So I'm going to be able to turn that into like the little studio area for the videos and for the live streams. So it's going to look better than me just streaming from my crappy little living room here. But Christmas was good. It was just a little bit, it wasn't super crazy because we're about to spend a lot of money moving. But my girlfriend got me an Xbox, which is probably it's not what I need. Like, I don't need to be playing video games ever. I'm not really a big gamer anyway, and I haven't owned a game console in, I think the last one I owned was an Xbox 360, and like, that was in like 2014. But now that I have it, I'm like, I forgot how much I like playing video games, but I have to like push that out of my head and get all this other stuff done first, because I'll just sit there and play video games all day. William, Garden is definitely on the list. I've had a lot of requests for Garden. So there will be some songs coming soon. Again, any ones that you want in particular, just DM them to me on Instagram. I have like I have a list of some of them on there. CD 1579 is asking about bar chords. This seems to be like the one of the hardest things for beginners, and it makes sense because you have to develop your hand strength. And I say this in almost every live stream, and like anytime I talk about this, as frustrating as it really is practice. Like, you just have to keep doing it, even when it hurts, and even when you're frustrated. You got to keep committing more and more time to it. That's the only way you're going to build up that hand strength to actually be able to play the bar chord. But this is the main thing I tell everybody as well, other than just practicing it. Your index finger, keep it as close to the metal fret as you can without muting it. Because that's going to make it easier to put your fingers on the other strings, like for the F. My finger is like right behind that metal fret right there. It's very, very close. That's the easiest way, because if you're too far back, it's going to be too hard to reach the other strings, and it's going to take way more strength in your hand to play it. So just get your finger as close to that metal fret as you can without muting it. And then again, practice. You just got to practice. It sucks. I know it's frustrating. If it helps, it's a little bit easier down towards the higher frets because they're closer together. So if it helps practicing down there first and then trying to move down, that might be better. That might be a better way to start. Deborah, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Omega, so when I learn a song, it is different. I'm not gonna lie, the first thing I do is I start looking up chords, tabs, anything that might be on the internet already, because that's just the easiest way to like find your starting point. Because a lot of times, depending on what song it is, I can tell what chords it is just from the way they sound. Like any song that starts with a G chord, D, like these just standard chords, I can pick up on just pretty quickly. But when it comes to like picking, or when songs start using different sounding chords that aren't like the more popular kind of chords, I start with just looking on the internet. I try and find like if it's a song that doesn't have much on it as far as like tutorials or like tabs that are posted. I just start searching, like I just search deep, because every now and then you can find like a random Reddit post that has like 2 upvotes of somebody who wrote out the tab and it just never went anywhere. And like maybe that's accurate, maybe it's just close. But I try and find all the resources I can to give me my starting point, and then I just sit and listen to it. I put on headphones. I like listen to every single note. I make sure, okay, is that this note or is that this note? You know, like I sit down for as long as it takes to figure out what the notes actually are, and then I write out the tab myself, and then I just practice it until I can do it flawlessly. I find that that's probably like the easiest way, and like it's probably similar to a lot of people who try and learn songs by ear. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I find any help I can get on the internet, I use that and apply it to me just like listening to the song, and then after that it's really just about best guess, especially when you're talking about like a little peep song where like they're warping the samples and it's like out of tune and all this stuff. Like unless there is like unless there is an official song that they took that from, where there is like a tab for that and you can learn that, you kind of end up getting into like best guess scenario. That's why you'll see a lot of my tutorials for his songs are just chords, because either there's not really a guitar part in it. It is just chords, and so like I'm showing you how you put chords on guitar, or it's like a guitar part that was either made in a like music software, so like it's not a real guitar part that was played, so it might not even be really possible. I try to make things as easy as possible, but that's the best way I know to go about it, is to start with finding whatever you can on the internet and then using that and just listening to the song, and literally like I'll find the root notes too. Like if I can't find much on the internet that tells me what the chords are, I start by listening to the bass notes and I find them. I'm like, okay, and then is that major, is that minor, and then I go from there. So yeah, it's a lot of just listening to it and just figuring, like meticulously picking it apart to make sure you have the right notes. Let me see. YouTube is being so whack. I'm back. If everyone's still here. Yeah, like I was saying about if your budget is $200 or less, go to a used music store, go to a pawn shop, and try and just play some of the guitars that they have. And they're gonna have some that are within that budget. You just have to play around. You might find a really nice one that like I've told the story before. This one I found at a pawn shop. I paid around $200, maybe $250 or something like that for this one, and that's just because I took my time. I went to a couple different ones. I was willing to pay up to like $400 or $500 at the time, but I found this one. It was like $250. I played it. I was like, wow, this is a really, this feels really good, and that's what's more important. It's not really about the brand or what type of guitar it is. It just matters how comfortable it is to you. So if you pick up the guitar, feels good, plays well, you can put some new strings on it, and it's within your price range, like that's more important than like the brand or the type of guitar. But that's what I would say. If your budget's around $200, go to some used music stores and pawn shops and see what they have there. I think PXRGE, I'm assuming that's like Purge. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I'm glad that you like the tutorials. XXX Graham, I've been using your videos on my bad server. Hey, you're welcome, man. Those are really cool songs. I'm glad that I can help you guys learn those. My favorite artist, honestly, I get this question a lot, and I don't have an, I never have an answer for it. I don't really have a favorite. Because honestly, I don't even really. I listen to music now, but I listen to so many different songs and for these tutorials that like that's the majority of my music listening now. So I don't really listen to songs. I don't really listen to artists very much anymore, just for pleasure. That's kind of weird to say. Like I don't really. I mean, every now and then I'll put on some music, but I just like having music on in the background. I don't know that I have like a favorite. There are people that I like. Like I do like X. I like Trippie Redd. I like, um, I don't like. I'm not a. There's a lot of people I'm a big fan of some of their music and then not of others. Like Trippie Redd's an example. Like I like a lot of his songs off of his new album, but I don't like all of his songs. Um, there's a lot of rap artists that I like. There's a lot of. I mean, I like country music. I like it's a large range of different music that I like listening to, but again, I'm mainly just listening to the songs that you guys are requesting and learning those on the guitar. Louis Capaldi is actually someone that him and Ed Sheeran are like two guys that like I find myself listening to that I really enjoy their music. But I'm down to listen to anything. I just don't listen too much anymore other than the songs, because I have so many songs being requested. Those are really all that I listen to anymore. Yazid. I'm 27. I just turned 27 in October. And Oscar, to answer your question, I started playing guitar when I was 13, but I wasn't consistent with it. Like I technically picked up a guitar when I was 13, 14, around that age. Um, I played it every now and then. I was in a couple bands when I was younger, like throughout my early teens, and in my 20s, like my earlier 20s, like 19, 20, 21. I was in bands, and it's like I was playing with the bands, but I never really like dedicated myself to it. Never really practiced all that much. I just kind of played when we would like practice with the band and everything. It wasn't until the last like year or two that I really actually when this channel started picking up, because I started the channel as a way to like dedicate more of my time to learning guitar and playing guitar more, because I knew there's so many songs, like I can just learn all these songs and I'll just make YouTube videos about them, and didn't expect it to go anywhere, but it did. And since the channel's been doing so well, I've been taking the responsibility upon myself to actually get better and better. And honestly, after I move and everything, I'm thinking about getting guitar lessons, and just like making sure that I'm putting enough time into the guitar that it deserves. Antonio asked, "You ever got any girls because of your guitar skills?" I maybe no, I don't know. I've never been. I've always been like a one girl kind of guy. I don't, um, I don't know if that was ever like a real thing for me. I know buddies of mine did, but that was never really an interest of mine. Yazid, how to make your reaction faster in the neck? I'm not exactly sure what you're asking. Um, Try and rephrase that, because I'm not really sure. If you're talking about like the action of the guitar, um, I think that's what you're asking, but I'm not really exactly sure. William, the links to my music isn't working. Like my personal music in my videos. Let me see what's going on here. me see. Huh. Did you try all of them, or did you just try the Spotify one? Because yeah, for some reason the Spotify one's not working. I might need to update that link. Huh. Yeah, I guess I need to update all those links. That's crazy. Thanks for letting me know, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through and just update all those links, I guess. Antonio, no, I'm not. I'm nowhere near popular enough for people to recognize me. I mean, I think I live in the one place where, if by the off chance, you know, someone saw me, like, because I live in Los Angeles, so like, there's a lot of people here. So maybe if like it just so happens that somebody saw one of my videos and like somehow recognized me, maybe. But no, I don't. I don't get recognized like that. I doubt even people with like, you know, 100 that. It's rare that, I mean, even famous people get really. I can't say that, I guess, but I know there's a lot of famous people who don't get, you know, they don't get recognized in the streets like that because, you know, even if you have millions of people watching you, there's still billions of people in the world. But I'm rambling. No, I don't get spotted like that. It's not. I'm nowhere near popular enough for that. That would be weird. I don't know if I want that, honestly. Bro, I would love to come to Germany. Honestly, I'll come out to Germany and we'll kick it and we'll make a YouTube video. How about that? I've never been outside the United States. I want to though. Yeah, why is this not working? Yeah, I've heard Germany is nice. I really would like. I mean, I want to go anywhere outside of the United States because, like I said, I've been to almost every state here, but I've never been outside of the United States. Um, but yeah, I would love to go to Germany. I would love to go to like the Netherlands is like a big place I want to go to. Obviously Europe, like I'd like to see all you know what Europe's like. I've never been over there. But like the Netherlands, like Sweden and Switzerland, and I've even heard like New Zealand is really nice. Like um, maybe sometime in the future I'll be able to travel and see all that stuff. Yeah, it's weird to hear because like you know cultures are just so different everywhere that like I never know, you know, like Berlin. I have no idea what it would even be like there. You know, like or how much different it would be. Like I'm sure the culture is so much different than it is here. Well, yeah, that's what it's like here too in Los Angeles. It's dark by 5. It's really I can't wait until the sun is out for longer because it makes you feel like 5 o'clock rolls around, you know, and then by the time it's 6 or 7, the sun's down for a couple hours. You feel like it's like 11 o'clock at night. guys want a sneak peek of the Juice WRLD cover I'm doing? Because I'm doing one. Thank you guys. Antonio, that means a lot, man. I do appreciate that. It's really nice. It's really nice to hear that stuff, you know, because it's cool to be able to help people. And like, I'm really glad you guys have all been super awesome. And even if the channel, I mean, tanked and stopped growing, I would still continue to do everything I'm doing, even just to kick it with you guys. Like, you guys are really cool, and I really do appreciate it. And you know, I definitely won't forget it if the channel does blow up and I can do it as a full-time job. I 100% plan on coming to visit all of you guys one day. That would be really cool to do like a video series on, of like coming and seeing all you guys who are kind of here at the beginning. We can hang out, play some guitar, kick it. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right. Here's a little sneak peek. I'm gonna start playing it, and you guys tell me if you can hear it well. First, I gotta find it. Hold on. Yo, for real, bro? They gonna start vacuuming? Like I'm not live streaming right now. Like, disrespectful. I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you. It's to the point where I love and I hate you, but I cannot change you, so I must replace you. Easier said than done. I thought you were the one listening to my heart instead of my head. You found another one, but I'm the better one. I won't let you forget me. I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you. It's to the point where I love and I hate you, but I cannot change you, so I must replace you. Easier said than done. I thought you were the one listening to my heart instead of my head. You found another one, but I'm the better one. I won't let you forget me. You left me falling and landing inside my grave. I know that you want me dead. I take prescriptions to make me feel A-okay. is that it's not all the way done yet, but that's pretty much what it's gonna sound like. Dylan, I love you too, my guy. Luciana, I appreciate you. What language do you speak? I do appreciate that. Thank you. Antonio, I'm not a good singer. Like, and I know that sounds stupid, but that singing performance took me like an hour of constantly doing it, and like that's the way most people do it. But like, it would not sound that good if I played it like that right now. Trust me. That performance took me like an hour. I did it like, I did like 100 takes. I saved like 5 of them that I thought were okay, and then I took the best parts from all those takes and made that one that you hear. So like the final product sounds great, but it was a struggle. It was a struggle, but you know, getting to that point. I do appreciate you guys though. Thank you. Luciana, what's a gringo? Is that an insult? Omega, if you've got a great voice already, like, you just need to start posting. Like, plan all that stuff, like, go to college, like, if you want to do all that, yeah, do all that, that's great. Like, do everything you can to become a better musician, but if you've got a great voice, get a guitar, a piano, or even just sing to like backing tracks and like just start posting. You know, people like Shiloh Dynasty blow up just for like playing the just the little things that they know how to play. It just sounds good and people will listen. So if you can sing, like if my voice was that good, and maybe maybe it is. I think it's awful, but like I definitely don't have the confidence to just post like live little clips of me playing. Like I try to sometimes. But you know, I don't have like a Shiloh Dynasty voice or like somebody with one of those voices, like just a iconic, like classic, just like beautiful voice. If you have one of those, start posting, man. Like literally, just start posting everywhere. And because the more you post, the more people will see it. That's the best way to really get a start in it. Because the more you wait and kind of put it off, it's like that's time you could be building a fan base if you're that good. Dylan, thanks, man. I'm glad that I can be the reason why, you know, people like you start playing guitar. It's really cool. It's weird because, again, the same way with singing, like, I don't think I'm that great of a guitar player. I'm good enough to be able to learn these songs that you guys want to play and show them to you, but it's really nice that you guys, that, you know, I can help you guys play the guitar. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for being here. Okay, that's what I thought. Gringo, yeah, I thought it was Foreigner, but then I also remember uh, there was another word that was like similar to that was like, it meant like idiot or something, which I am, so like I wouldn't have been mad, but I was just wondering if that's, if that's what it meant. Kartik, I hope that's how you say that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. India is really cool. I've noticed that like music from India is super popular. Like I was looking up some of the more requested like guitar tutorials on YouTube, and a lot of it is like Indian music. I hope that's what it's called, but it's like from Indian artists. And like I really want to start learning some of those songs because they're really, really beautiful, but it's all in a different language, and I'm like, excuse me, I'm trying to learn how to play it, but the music from there is beautiful. I'm really glad that you like my channel. It's not self-pity, my guy. I'm honest with myself about my skill level, you know? Like, I'm not, there are plenty of other guitarists that are better than me on YouTube, but I'm better than a lot of other guitarists on YouTube. I'm just honest with myself. It's not really pity. I just know where I'm at, but like I'm practicing and I'm taking the steps that I need to get to where I need to be, to not be where I feel like I am now, if that makes sense. But I do appreciate you, Dylan. I appreciate that you're here. Omega, yeah. I mean, whatever. It's a combination of getting out of your comfort zone, but you have to be at least comfortable enough to put yourself out there. You know, it's very scary putting yourself out there for everyone to see because you want people to enjoy your stuff, and you know, it's scary to think that people might hate it. But when it boils down to it, I from what I'm learning is like, it seems like so many people are so different and people's tastes are so different that it doesn't matter how good or bad you are. There's going to be people who love you. There's going to be people who think you're okay. There's going to be people who don't care, and there's going to be people who hate you. That's just the way that I think it works. You know, like there are plenty of people who are famous who some people think are awful, and then vice versa. There are plenty of people who nobody really knows about, but are probably somebody's favorite musician. But it does take like a balance of getting out of your comfort zone enough to post, but you got to be comfortable, at least a little bit comfortable with yourself to post. You know, you don't want to give yourself like anxiety or you know, you don't want to put yourself in a position that you're uncomfortable with all the time, I guess. I know it's confusing, but yeah, you got to break out of your comfort zone, but you got to be comfortable enough to at least post and put yourself out there. Oh, and I appreciate it, man. No, I'm not uncomfortable by that at all. I've got a lot of gay friends. I live in Los Angeles. The gay population here is huge. I love gay people. Gay people are dope. Uh, Dylan, so my goal right now is to get this channel to be a full-time job. That's kind of like my first goal is 50,000 subscribers. That's like my first, just like that's the most immediate 50,000 subscribers, so I can give away this guitar that I'm giving away. That's like the immediate goal. The next goal after that is going to be 100. You know, having 100,000 subscribers would be wild, and I'm gonna be doing another even bigger giveaway for that. But I think my biggest goal at this point is to turn this into a full-time job. However that means, if that just means continuing to do only tutorials. I like doing these live streams with you guys. I really want to, once I get into my new place and I have a little bit nicer of a setup with a nicer camera and mic, I'm going to start doing just some more guitar related content. I've been connecting with a lot of guitar players out here, musicians. I would love to continue like this podcast with actual musicians and talking about just anything guitar related. But that's my goal, is to be able to rely solely on this channel basically for my income, so that I can just continue to put all of that right back into the channel. It'll free up, because right now I still work 30 to 40 hours a week on a side job, as well as putting pretty much that same amount of time into filming the videos, editing, posting, keeping up with all the comments, doing the live streams. It's a lot. So if I could get to the point where I could essentially even just work maybe 2 days a week as opposed to 4 or 5, and then put all that time back into the channel, that's really the goal. And with my music too, like I am a musician myself, and I have my own page on Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff, and it's a combination of doing this channel and pushing that music as well, because yeah, I mean, I would love to be able to do music full time and be able to play shows full time. I mean, that would be great. I'm not gonna plan on that happening. If it does, great. My main goal is just to keep this channel, to keep the content coming and to turn it into a full time job. However that is possible. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'm cheering for you too, bro. Luciano, so practicing is another thing that I'm getting better at, because that's what makes a good guitarist, especially when you get to the point where you've learned the chords, you can switch through the chords, you can, you know, like what comes after that is the practice, is really the theory, you know. And so I try and spend at least an hour every day. Some people are able to spend, you know, 2, 3, 4 hours, but I try and spend just at least an hour every single day, learning something new, practicing, you know, just making sure that, you know, I'm progressing, even if it is slightly. But even if you can only practice 10 minutes a day, practice is practice. So like, and it'll build a habit. So if you can only practice for 10 minutes a day, do it. You know, don't think that if you're not practicing for 4 hours or even an hour, that it's not enough. If you can pick up your guitar for 10 minutes a day and just sit down, do some warm-ups, play a song or two, and then you have to go move on, like, that's better than thinking that that's not enough and then allowing it to keep you from practicing your guitar at all. Kartik, I will look up that song for sure, and I hope I'm saying your name right. But I'm glad you like the tutorials. Thank you. I'll look up that song. I'll see what it's like. The Indian music I've been finding is really, really pretty. I love all of it, so I'll check it out. Arsus, what's up, man? I'm glad you're here. I'm not gonna be on here too much longer, but I'm glad that you're here. What's up, Blossom? How are you? Thank you. I'm glad that I can teach you the songs that you like to watch. I'm glad that you're here. I appreciate it. I've almost got it. Thank you, Yazid. I hope you come back to the next live stream, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. William, I don't know. Michael, Cigarettes by Juice. If that's the song you're talking about, because I think you might have commented that on one of the videos. If that's the song you're talking about, send it to me. Will you send me a link to it on either one of the videos or on Instagram at billyshultzmusic? Because I know you requested that and I want to check it out, but I've been so busy. Just send me a link if you can, like either, excuse me, in a comment or on my Instagram. That'll probably be the best way. Just send me the link to it so I can check it out, because I have a lot of Juice WRLD stuff coming up too. Blossom, that's awesome. That's awesome, Blossom. I'm glad that you've been practicing. That's what it takes, you know, to get better and better. William, I think you're talking about if I'm thinking about doing a cover for Sunflower Feelings. I haven't. I'm doing a tutorial for it for sure, but I don't know if I'm gonna do a cover for it. There's a few other songs that I don't want to do covers for, and I might though. It's a really cool song. Antonio, just keeping up with the channel, man. That's how, as long as, you know, if you're subscribed, you have the notifications turned on, the more you like, comment on the videos, jump in these live streams, like the more I see you guys, yeah, that's the better chance that you have of winning. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. Luciana, I do not know any Brazilian music. I would love to learn though. Send me some links. I would love to. I would love to check it out. Michael, you're good, bro. I know. And trust me, when you guys are requesting songs, I see pretty much all of them, and I try and get to every single one. You just gotta remember, you know, it takes me a long time to like not only learn the song. You know, I gotta find the song, and most of these songs don't have much information about them as far as how to play them on the internet already. So I gotta learn it by ear, I gotta practice it, then I gotta set up all the camera stuff. Like it's a long process, but trust me, like I'm trying to get to as many of these requests as possible, and the more, but I also have to kind of balance that with what people, the requests that are the most popular. That's why like I had a lot of other videos planned, but like when Trippy's album came out or when X's album came out, those became the top priority because I know there's going to be a lot of people who wanted to see those, while also I'm trying to do the songs that aren't as popular that you guys are requesting, that I see you guys requesting a lot. I'm trying to find a balance there, but trust me, you're good, man. I totally understand, but send me the link to the song and I'll figure it out, and worst case scenario, maybe next live stream, I can show it on the live stream. Dylan, maybe we'll meet. Maybe we'll meet one day, man. Like I said, one of the things I would love to do is be able to just fly around the globe and meet all you guys. Like that would be best case scenario, honestly. Marco, yeah, I have Instagram. It's at billyshultzmusic. That's it. That's the best way to get in touch with me, honestly, is just DMing me on Instagram at billyshultzmusic. Shultz is SHULTZ, not with a C. But yeah, I do. Blossom, who asked about? Yeah, so Rex Orange County is another one that gets requested a lot, and I'm trying to pencil some of their tutorials in as well. Some of their stuff is a little bit harder, like with how Sunflower Feelings, it's been requested for months and months and months, and I'm just now getting around to doing it. Because the more difficult songs take much more time to learn, especially when it's a lot of picking and stuff, and there's not any tabs already on the internet, and you have to sound it out by ear. It takes so long. I have listened to and seen a lot of the requests for Rex Orange County, and it will be coming at some point for sure. Blossom, will you send me that tutorial from the YouTuber that you said? Because like I said, if I can learn it quicker, the tutorial will be able to come out quicker. When I was looking it up, that song in particular, Best Friend, I couldn't really find anything on how to play it already. But if you will send me that link to that, I'll check it out. And if they're correct in the way they're playing it, it'll help me out a lot. Hey Jack. Hey Ben. I appreciate it, Jack. I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much. Luciano, yes, I would love to see that. Please send me the links. Like I said, either in a comment on the YouTube channel or on Instagram at billyshultzmusic. Send me that link. I would love to check that out. Dylan, I have not been to Aruba. I know people who have. They say it's awesome. Is it nice there? Blossom, on Instagram. You can comment it on the video, but like I said, a direct message on Instagram is the easiest way to send me stuff that I'll definitely see because I'm always checking that. It's just at billyshultzmusic. Antonio, I don't know if I remember Star Shopping. video to remember how to play Star Shopping. It's been so long. Jack, don't get in your feelings, man. I did respond to your comment. I'm trying to keep up with everybody, okay? Nice. Cool. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go do some more practicing, edit some more of these videos down. I'm gonna try not to play Xbox. But again, I appreciate every single one of you guys coming to the streams every weekend. You guys are really awesome. So come back. Most likely I'll be doing one next Saturday. Yeah, most likely I'm gonna do one next Saturday. I will not be in town on the Saturday after that, so I'm gonna most likely do a live stream next Saturday. That will probably be, oh, that's next month. I'll probably be announcing the December giveaways. If it's not that Saturday, most likely it'll be a week from today where I'm announcing the December giveaways for the guitar accessories kit and the t-shirt. If it's not that Saturday, I will do it 2 weeks from that Saturday, but most likely I'll be able to do it next week. So everybody come back next Saturday. I'll announce the winners for the December giveaways. Again, if you need to get in contact with me, Instagram is the best way. I do have my email address in the description to all the videos, and you can leave the comments there. But Instagram is going to be the easiest way to send me your requests, to chat with me, whatever, at billyshultzmusic. That's the easiest way to get in touch with me. Again, I appreciate every single one of you guys. I appreciate the crap out of every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. I guess we'll see you guys in the next stream. Y'all have a good one. Happy New Year to everybody, and late Merry Christmas. Now I have to awkwardly stop this stream because it's from my phone.